We want to jump right into how robotics and UX and AI are revolutionizing the human-machine interaction.
Yeah, I think just a bit of background on this topic, or I think Makoto, we've talked about AI and the sort of AI explosion, but not really robotics, and it kind of seems like the most obvious evolution of AI as it sort of expands into forms outside of our computers, or at least our visual interfaces. There's so much viral footage going around of whether it's the Boston Dynamics Atlas robot, or recently that cool like Jake the Rizbot walking around Texas with his cowboy hat, which I think was from Unitree Robotics.
Hmm.
Um, but it's also, I guess, from the years of different projects, this is one. Robotics is close to our hearts, as we kind of know firsthand how UX is such a critical component of sort of successful robotics ventures. And I know a few years ago we worked with one of the largest robotics companies in the world, which was Yasukawa. And there, I know you're going to give all the details. I'll just give a little intro. They're obviously renowned for their high performance industrial robot line. So they utilize those. You may have seen the sort of robotic arms, and you can program them for things like welding or assembly, palletizing, all sorts of different applications, even sort of biomedical automation. The complexity of their legacy teach pendants really posed a significant usability barrier. They came to us sort of wanting to democratize the industrial automation. But up until that point, it had been really reserved for these, more expert operators, which is great. The company like Yasukawa, they clearly understood the value of UX and that they needed to make the product more accessible and obviously get their robots in the hands of anyone. So this relied on sort of cutting down the cost, which was dropping an expensive teach pendant for really a generic tablet and sort of custom housing, and obviously improving that user experience. So we're excited to take you back in time a little bit, a couple of years ago, to what that looked like. But I think first, maybe we look at why UX and robotics really matters more in 2025, than ever before.
As the NVIDIA CEO, Jensen, as I like to call him when I text him regularly, he put it earlier this year that on releasing their Cosmos and Isaac Groot tools, it's basically their Chat GPT moment for robotics. Robotics, when I was involved, a lot of it was either academic or industrial experimentation to trying to mainstream adopt it. But there was a lot of semi-automation and lean manufacturing that was happening, as well as just kind of offshoring it to China as well for manual labor, because automation robotics was a little bit expensive. But now we're seeing the cost. It's coming down. Things are becoming far more efficient. But it's always been, UX has always been central to that, because the people who actually use it every day, setting up things, it's so important to make that as easy as possible.
And I think we're sort of seeing that I think with their tools, sort of, from my understanding, like the Cosmos tools, and I think that Isaac Groot, they're sort of spatial awareness tools that I think bring in AI as well. But it's very that sort of tech that is just going to take robotics to the next level, which is so exciting, and just make them even more mainstream.
I'm curious, in video games, cheat codes let you skip months of grinding to unlock special abilities instantly. Have you ever wished for something similar for your software challenges? What if there's a way to instantly access 20 plus years of specialized expertise instead of developing it all internally? What if you could solve in weeks what might otherwise take months or years? Would you agree that most organizations face a steep learning curve when implementing new software solutions? At my company IIIMPACT, we serve as that cheat code for companies looking to transform complex software into intuitive experiences that users love and that drive real business results. Would it be valuable to explore, and how might this work for your specific situation? Visit impact.io for a free strategy session focused on your unique challenges.